Let's talk about Fiendsmith, a brand new archetype. Maybe I'll get this one as a correct guess here. Haven't read these cards before, right? You know, maybe this one will be an L as well. We'll see. So Konami's revealed the first new cards for the upcoming Infinite Forbidden booster set, focusing around retrains of classic dual monster cards. What is this retraining? Infinite Forbidden, is that a core set or is this a side set? Level 6 Light Fiend. Oh boy, Light Fiends. Is that light? Wait, so how do you summon Sky Scourges? Is it Light Fiends or Dark Fiends and Fairies and Light Fairies? I think it's Dark Fiends, Light Fairies. This is the Exodia set. Okay. So no Sky Scourges for us, huh? Fabled. Oh, wow. Okay. All right, here we go. 1824. You can only use the first, second, and third effect once per turn each. You can discard this card and add a Fiendsmith spell or trap from your deck to your hand. That's very good. Target a Fiendsmith, equip, you control one monster on the field, send them to the graveyard. Ooh. So it's an equip-based deck, huh? What is this? Like Makanko 2? Interesting. I mean, I like that this thing just discards itself and then adds any Fiendsmith spell or trap card. Hopefully they have some graveyard effects as well coming up so they actually get some what's it called here? Some synergies. If this is in your grave, shuffle one other Light Fiend from your graveyard deck into the grave, into the extra deck, special summon this card. Okay. So I assume all of the main deck guys probably have a bunch of discard effects, and then this one can recycle, put back, and then special summon itself. So that seems not too bad, actually. Level 6s as well. I mean, God, what are we turboing out with level 6s? Bouncer. We're turboing out Gauntlet Launcher. Gauntlet, is that the word? Yeah, I think so. Okay. Huh? Huh? There's one guy? Wait, that's his name. The Fiendsmith. Wait, it's a deck with one guy. That's really funny. Okay, well, I'm sure that it works somehow. This is great. Maybe it's... So is this like Eldritch? Right? With like, except instead of traps, it's like equips. Fiendsmith Lacrimosa. Level 6 Light Fiend Fusion. 2 Light Fiends. You can only use first and third once per turn. If this card is Fusion summoned, target a Light Fiend in your grave or banishment. Add or special. That's pretty good, right? 2 Light Fiends. I assume this and himself. Monsters your opponent controls lose 600. This is sent to the grave. Shuffle one other Light Fiend from your grave into the deck or extra, and then inflict 1200. Ah. Time-related burn damage. You gotta love to see it. You gotta love to see it. Okay. Fiendsmith Desiree. It's the same guy, right? Yeah, it's just the one guy using different weapons and stuff, it looks like. It's like Sky Striker, you know, but with fusion equips, apparently. Requires the Fiendsmith and 2 Light Fiends. You can only use the first and second effect once per turn. Negate the effects of a number of face-up cards on the field until the end of this turn, up to the total link rating of the links equipped to this card as an equip card. What the hell? Negate the effects of a number of face-up cards on the field until the end of this turn, up to the total link rating. Okay, if this is sent to the grave, shuffle one other Light Fiend and target a card on the field and send it to the grave. Okay, so I assume the gimmick of this deck is you're supposed to, like, try and link with the fusions after fusing them, right? I assume so. These spell and trap cards better be insane, by the way, because this is all this deck does is search spells and traps. Fiendsmith Requiem, a link 1. Oh boy, let's see if this one is a mistake. 1 Light Fiend. You can only special summon a Fiendsmith Requiem once per turn. You can only use second effect once per turn. During the main phase, quick effect, tribute this and special Fiendsmith from your hand or deck. A Fiendsmith monster. Yes, the grand total of 1. Sure. Target a non-link Light Fiend you control and equip this card from your field or grave to that target as an equip that gives it 600 attack. From your field... Okay, so you can equip from grave, which is really useful because then it lets you get maximum value out of this guy, which negates. Fiendsmith Sequentia. Link 2. 2 monsters, including a Light Fiend. You can only use first night once per turn. During your main phase fusion, summon a Fiend Fusion from your extra by shuffling materials mentioned on it from your grave into the deck. That's pretty cool that you can fuse with the graveyard. That's obviously very important. Otherwise, I feel like this deck would just have 0 card advantage. Target a non-link Light Fiend you control and equip this from your field or grave. Okay, and this also has the equip as well. Your opponent can target the equip with card effects. That's pretty cool. All right, that's cool. All right, so I mean these are fine, but searching spells and traps seems to be this deck's main thing. So these have to be very good. You can only use first second effect once per turn. Add a Light Fiend from your deck to your hand, then discard a card. Okay. You go activate this, discard this, add this, activate this, add a Light Fiend. I mean, I don't know what the, I guess we'll have to see in the card database what the best Light Fiends in the game are. Fabled? Like, I don't think you're playing this by itself, right? This can't be a deck you play by itself. Banish this from your grave and then fusion summon a... Wow, that's really good. This is a miracle fusion, but the spell itself is a miracle fusion. Fusion summon a Fiendsmith from extra, use a monster from your hand or field as material. That's unfortunate, doesn't just use the graveyard, but hey, too much, you know. Muskets, interesting, okay. Fiendsmith Sanctus, quick play, can only use the first and second event monster control. Face-up monsters, all face-up monster control. Light Fiend, special Fiendsmith token. Cannot declare attacks for his turn except with Fiends. Face-up Fiendsmith you control is destroyed by an opponent's card while it's in the graveyard. Set this card. Okay, so this just gives you, like, easier fodder to be able to fusion summon with, I guess. So, yep, just summon a token. And then I think the token can also just make this, by the way, which is... Okay, that's pretty crazy. So you just draw this, you can activate this, summon a token, make this, tribute this, summon the Lightsmith. And then the Fiendsmith's field effect is equip a card you control. You can, like, send a card your opponent controls going second. Kinda neat. Okay, and then we got a trap here as well. Fiendsmith and Paradisum. Paradise mentioned, huh? Can only use the first and second effect of this card's name each once per turn. Target a level 7 or higher Light Fiend you control. Send all cards on the field to the grave except that monster. What the heckin' penis? The heck did you just say? It's a trap card that is Zeus. That's insane. They just have a Zeus. This deck just has Zeus. If your opponent's... And it's searchable. If your opponent specials a monster while this is in your graveyard, banish this card and then send a Fiendsmith from your deck or extra to the graveyard. Extra? Does that trigger the grave effects of these? If the card sent to the graveyard shuffle? It does! Wow, that's incredible. Holy. Okay then. This archetype seems like it has a lot of potential. Yeah, this is pretty good. This is a good solid base of cards here. It's kind of neat what the deck is trying to do, kind of. Make a bunch of guys with, like, the one Fiendsmith into the spell, basically for free, and then link and then fuse and make a large dude. Fiendsmith is a one-card Beatrice. Well, that's probably not bad, is it? Woo! The main idea is to get to the guy, discard to add the token, and make a rank 6 without using your normal on the 5th summon. Yeah, rank 6, or set up a big fusion boss monster, I suppose. This deck has a lot of potential. Spirit Message W, but I think this deck is pretty decent. Well, I say deck, more like engine is probably the correct term. I want to say this. This seems like a good engine, at least. And I don't... Maybe I could be hyper fixated on this, but I feel like a searchable trap that Zeus' the field has to be kind of incredible. I don't know, dude. I just like... This has to be really good. There's no way this isn't bad. Anyway, let's see what the comments say. Magical Musket Fiendsmith, gonna go hard. I don't know why, but this guy design gives me large amounts of Vanquish Soul energy. Pretty generic artwork. What the heck is this trap? It's a turn 1 Zeus for the archetype? This is crazy. 1 card combo for quick effect, 3 hot red negates. Effect on a targeted body. If you have the trap too, you can nuke the board. If they special, you got another disruption. If only the TC released an archetype out of the box like this. Fabled Lurie price hike incoming. Wow, we're actually seeing Fabled synergy in here, other than the fact that it's light, sure. Jim! Can search Majesty Fiend, Eccentric, Santa Claus, and all the muskets. You know, searching, like, Santa Claus as a toolbox card is pretty, like, kind of crazy good, right? Especially when you consider the fact that it's, no restrictions, right? Retributing a monster. I guess they draw a card. Searching a kaiju is, like, very neat, right? A man in the artwork instead of... Alright, anyway. Yep, very cool. Awesome. I'm gonna give my verdict right now. Are you ready for this? I think this deck is gonna be good. I don't know if it's gonna be incredible. I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be played. I think this is good. I think this is a good deck. Deck, quote unquote, we'll see. But I think this is solid. I think this is gonna be played with some crazy stuff. Someone's gonna find some good combos and synergies and engines to play this together with. I think this is gonna be good. We'll see. We'll see. It's better than Tistina, so, you know, that's not exactly a high bar. And hey, listen, there's no battle phase, you know, so that's a good thing. There's no battle phase.